Want to go ahead and get started. First of all, my name is Rakita Vivian. I am your Grandeur and Independent IntelliTravel agent. And just want to go ahead and jump right into the presentation. If you are here because you would like to dream Polynesia, you are in the right place. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, which is the presentation, and we'll go from there. Hold on a second. All right. Um, okay. All right. So this is a creative group experience. The presentation is a creative group experience for a creative group experience going to Dream Polynesia. Um, the expectations for today, we're going to talk about the purpose of this group trip, which is an affinity group, specifically for a purpose. We're going to talk about the fun facts, give you a few fun facts, and I'll also allow our guest, Vered, from Go Away Travel to share a few things as she has been where we're dreaming to go. Okay, so then we'll talk about the money matters. I'll get into that at some point. I'll give you the highlights of the trip based on the itinerary that's been set forth, and then I'll share with you how to get to create your online profile, make payments, and get more details as far as going ahead and submitting your deposit for this trip. Okay. So moving right along, the purpose for this trip. I didn't tell you to get your popcorn ready, but I do have a story to tell you for this. Okay. So the purpose of this trip, this woman here, her name is Judy, and in preparation for retirement, she began trying several network marketing opportunities that started out with a company that brought awareness to Tahitian noni products. You can do that research on your own, but it's for health and wellness. Judy introduced these opportunities to her children who were not really interested, but agreed that they would provide a financial investment just to support mom's entrepreneurial drive. Okay. So several years later, one of her children felt pulled to a career transition and decided to do travel. Okay. She basically decided to use this opportunity the opportunity that she had through her mother's network marketing business at the time while getting a degree. So now, as her daughter is a successful travel agent, and as a way to honor her mother, she has created a group that can accompany her to her dream vacation to Dream Polynesia. So, where her network marketing success, okay, journey towards freedom, holistic health, and success began. Okay. So a lot of, I will say, and this person is my mom, I will say, that is basically in 2027, she will be turning 72, and she's always been pretty much my whole life, as far as I know, and I'm 42, been on a journey of finding ways to, be more healthy and to put more implement more healthy practices into her daily life. So this is one of the things that she did, and ever since she's wanted to go there. And so, as a travel agent now, I'm excited to be able to present this opportunity to her. I asked her where would she want to go if she went anywhere, and this was the place. And so that's why we're going to call this Dream Polynesia, because you dream of places that you want to go. You maybe buy products from places that you'll never think that you'll go to that are contributing to your health. And here we are today. We're gonna be able to dream this and make this happen for this woman, my mother. So I just wanted to share that. So that is the purpose of this trip. I did share with some people, even if you don't know her, she's such a sweet spirit. I'm sure that she would love to just take you and his family anyway. If you want to join the trip. But this is obviously invite only. So of course you have to know somebody that's going. Okay. All right, moving on to the fun facts. I don't know everything about French Polynesia. This is where Vered's going to jump in a little bit, but I do want to first say that the French Polynesia Islands are a veritable paradise, which means it's I don't know if I'm going to say this right. I'm just going to say it how they have it. The islands and atolls is more than just Tahiti, Bora Bora, what we usually would hear people talking about as far as what paradise, but it's 118 islands. And that is so awesome. Like, we're not going to see all those in this trip, but we will get two in. And I just wanted to be able to share with you a few things that I am not privy to. But we do have someone here today from Go Away, and I appreciate you being here, Vered. I do want to introduce her. She is a travel advisor with Go Away Travel, partnered with IntelliTravel, who I'm working with as a travel agent. And she's been. And so I wanted her to be able to come on for a few minutes and give us a few fun facts and things that would be interesting and that we would need to know for this trip going to French Polynesia.
All right. So, hi, I'm Vered. I'm a group specialist and a team lead for South Pacific in our department. And I've been in Tahiti in 2015. That was my first trip with Go Away that they sent me. And after I came back, I started selling it because I was so passionate about it. Um, what I wanted to say first about the group, that it is a private group just for you. So as you said, that you have to, the people who goes on it, you have to know somebody who goes. So that's true, because so private means that when you arrive, then there's somebody with a sign waiting for you, take you on a private transfer to your accommodation and taking care of you, explain to you what's the next thing, where to meet up next time. If we scheduled a tour, then they will tell you exactly where to wait and all of that. And of course, if there is a problem, there's always somebody at destination that will take the call, answer the email, and help when needed. So I call it 24 hours support, because you have us here and you have the local supplier that they are taking care of you at destination. The flight is about 9 hours from LA. There's a direct flight with Air Tahiti. And what I love it, as soon as you check in, you already feel like you're there, because they just giving you the flowers and the spirit, and you all on board, you already feel like the trip started. So it's so counted as part of your vacation, the flight. And so that's nice. And it's a direct. So if you are in a different cities in the US, you guys should meet up in LA. And then of course, as soon as flights will come out, I will check for you um, a group quote. It's not always going to be lower in the price what you can find, but with me, you only need to put deposit and pay it 90 days before departure. So you just pay like $100 to save your seat, and then you don't have to pay the rest until final payment, which I think is great. It's also protect you as a group together. They put you together. So the flight is great. What I can say about the island, and yes, there is 118 islands, a lot of big ones, smaller ones. What you're going to experience is the main island where you land, where it's actually called Papiete. And Papiete is where all the factories and everything that comes to Tahiti for food or whatever it is, it's the main island. But it's still really beautiful, and there's still lots to do. Beautiful markets if you want to do shopping. Um, and there's also and I will check with your dates if you're going to be there, because there is like a little fair in the evening where you can try local food and listen to some local music and see artists. So this is great too. So I did love the main island because there's a lot of stuff to do there. From there, you're going to take a ferry to Moorea, which is also considered as a bigger island, and it's the closest one to Papiete. And that's why you just need a ferry. You don't need to fly there. I love Moorea. The reason I'm saying it is because if we choose Bora Bora, it's beautiful, but there's not a lot to do. And if you're people who likes to do a little bit more than just sit down on the beach all day or in your room, then Moorea is the perfect pick for it. I don't know if you guys been in Hawaii before or not. I always do the comparison because that can give you a little bit of understanding. It is Polynesia too, but Hawaii is more like touristy, I would say, more massive tourist, and Moorea will be like the same kind of vibe, but much more authentic. and the people are a bit different. I love the people. Everybody's super nice and very calm. Like, why would they be not calm when they live in such a beautiful place? So absolutely, good choice with going to Moorea, and the hotels that we picked for this group also really amazing. I've been in both. I loved both. The food is amazing, fresh. Everything is fresh. Um, you will see that there's some differences because they don't bring everything to the island. They don't bring everything to French Polynesia. They're not allowed to everything because they don't want different things to grow that not have to do with the local. And that's one of the things I want to mention too on the flight. They will ask you if you bring with you apples or this or that. You're not allowed to bring some things. And of course, I will guide you on that. Maybe I can send you a travel tips and then you can share it, Vivian, with everybody. I'll do it tomorrow morning. I have a nice link that takes you to GoAway website with some tips, and then you can read a little bit more about it. So technically this is about the destination. In Moorea, you will be able to go out. There are restaurants, bars, nightlife, a lot of things to do there. That's why I always say Moorea is a perfect fit. I know that I would want to go there again. So definitely, I like that. So yeah. And of course, I will be open for questions. If not today, even ask Vivian and she will send me an email with all the questions and I will just answer everything. No problem. Just feel free.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Barrett. That's awesome. And I may have questions at the end, just a few that I've gotten from other people that may not be here that I want to make sure I ask.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait till the end.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my presentation, only to make sure that we get the information in, and then if there's any questions, like I said, at the end, I want to make sure there's time for that. All right. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. So Baird has shared with us, some basics, as far as information. And towards the end of this presentation, I'm also going to give you additional avenues as far as where you can find this information to read through if you need more time to review and ask more questions. This page, Tahiti, just highlights we are going to arrive. The plan is to arrive April the 25th. That is going to be an overnight trip. So we're going to stay one night at Hotel Intercontinental Tahiti Resort and Spa. We will have a private tour with an English-speaking guide that, once again, like Barrett was mentioning, will meet us upon arrival and make sure that our smooth transition to the hotel, and then the rest of the day at leisure for that first day, which is the only day we will be staying in Tahiti. But that very next day on the 26th, it'll be a full day tour on the island of Tahiti on the West Coast. Once again, I will show you here in a little bit how to get to see more information about that. These are just the highlights for the presentation purposes, okay? Okay, the second half of the trip is in Moorea, which once again, Barrett was just mentioning. We will get there on the 26th and we'll stay there until, leaving there on May the 1st. That'll be 4 nights at Hotel Manava Beach Resort. You got breakfast is going to be included daily. Once again, we have group private transportation, leisure and on-site spa. I'm not sure about you, but I just think a spa availability and access is just life. I'm just saying. So I wanted to mention that because this is a relaxation trip. And
it's amazing, Vivian. It's been so long the last time I was there, but when you say spa, I get the smell of the flowers there right away as soon as you said that, because you're gonna see, because it has such a unique, amazing smell, like flowers.
Just freshness.
Freshness, exactly.
Yeah.
And
then
one
no,
more
go
thing
ahead.
I wanted to say, that all these pictures don't even do justice. It's even more beautiful and perfect than the pictures.
Thank you. I figure pictures never do justice to real life nature beauty. Thank you for saying that. But I wanted to mention that because I want people to understand if you're going to go on this trip, Yes, you do have the option during leisure to go to the other islands because there's enough leisure days to do that. You can do whatever you want to do. The 29th is the birthday celebration. I don't know what you're doing outside of that. You know what I mean? But if you would like to just have the relaxation of just being, and just allow nature to just breeze across you, sleep, rest, get up, go eat, come back, relax again. We've created that type of trip. And so this is what that type of experience is with a little bit of adventure. And so we do have the half day Moorea 4-wheel drive tour. That'll be fun. You do have the option, obviously, to do snorkeling, other water fun activities. That's always available. And when I say at the bottom of this slide, customized options, inquire with myself. I would work with, Vered and I would work together. If there was something specific you wanted to do, just like I had someone to mention to me, they wanted to visit another island while they were there because they were so close to somewhere they've been wanting to go before. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm more than happy to support you and assist you in setting up that transportation, finding out, where it is that is best for you to stay, because going over into some of these international places when you've never been, a lot of times it's a little people learn from trial and error, but that's the point of me being here, is so that I can help you to avoid some of that, and I can do the legwork for you so that when you go there, everything's just smooth sailing. Okay.
Yeah, and
So,
Vivian, if somebody having the bucket list to see other island and actually stay, we can also do extension.
okay.
After we finish stay in Moorea, we can see, okay, they want to go to Bora Bora for 2 nights, they will have to fly there. So we can see what the cost for the flights and for
Mm-hmm.
2 nights, and then I can just price it out. And if somebody wants to join up on this, we can do it. So
Yep.
just let me know what kind of idea you have, and then we can look into those things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Barrett. I appreciate that. Teamwork makes the dream work. I believe that. All right. Okay. Moving on. French Polynesia. Now we're talking about the money matters. So let me get on the right page with y'all. I don't want to move too far ahead of myself. Okay. French Polynesia currency is the franc, Polynesian franc. Okay. And it is written as what you see on the screen, XPF. And the currency exchange is also what you see on the screen. Per $1, it's 102.8 Polynesian francs. Okay. I just wanted to make that known. Now, they do take credit cards over there, so you don't have to worry much about that. But when you start going to the smaller islands outside of Tahiti, which is the main island, that's when you're going to probably want to have more cash. But, once again, if you're deciding to go, we'll be talking through that, because there will be monthly and bi-monthly virtual chats that we have, where I'll make sure that I'm updating you, making sure we're staying current on what the government's doing. Just all the changes that happen in life. We're traveling together, and so we want to make sure we're traveling safely and with all of the information we need for a successful trip as a group. Okay. Okay. Lastly, we're going to do the online booking and payments information. And I just want to go through this quickly because I want to make sure that everyone understands how, or sees at least the process of how to do this. And I just want to let me know if it comes to the point where you don't see my screen anymore, Derek, because I know sometimes when I'm trying this, it does some different stuff. Okay. Okay, so can you see the screen, or do you still see my slide?
I see your slide.
Okay, let me go back then. I know what I need to do. So I'm going to stop sharing that. And let's take that away. And we're going to share this screen. Oh, there we are. Okay. So the group booking page link that I sent you, or if you have not received one, you will. Um, upon expressing your interest in going on this trip. So it'll bring you to this group booking page. And can you see that now? Is this, am I talking about something you can actually see?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so basically it gives you all the information about the trip in detail. Same thing here that was just discussed in this presentation, the international flights, the 6 days, 5 nights, where you're going to be staying, the tours, cute little pictures that I try to throw in there. Let me see. Basically, what all is included in the price that you're going to see below, and what is not included. So everything up here is what is included in the price you're going to see below as a package, and what below is not included. So I do want to give a disclaimer up front that the airfare has been quoted based on next year's flight because obviously 2027 is not going to be published until 300 and I think like 60 days out or something like that. So as of right now, I'm just kind of going off of what next year looks like. So don't quote me on these flights, but I'm trying to give you an idea overall what you could possibly be looking at when it comes to the international flights. And it doesn't include your
I think
domestic
we
flights
did
to
we
get
did look
to
at the
Los
current
Angeles. Say it again.
we did look at the current prices and kind of took that, right, Vivian?
Okay, okay, okay.
So we can
I,
always, yeah, I think that it should be pretty similar, I would say. It's
okay.
not gonna go crazy or
Okay, so
expensive.
you shouldn't, so we shouldn't go over for the most part. It can fluctuate maybe a little bit, but you
Yeah,
shouldn't expect anything too drastic. I do
exactly.
want to point out though, once you well, I don't know if you saw what I did. If let me go back because I know I'll be moving kind of quick sometime. I did the drop down. I don't know what happened to it now, but anyway, I did the drop down and it just shows you basically all more details of what's going on. When I was
Yeah.
specifically speaking of the leisure days, I wanted to make sure that those were pointed out so that you'll know, if you wanted to do something different, we can get to Tahiti and you can take off and do your own thing. You know what I mean? And we'll see you later in Maria, right before we leave off. Or, once again, if you wanted to come, go to Tahiti, do that whole thing, and then go to Maria and then take off to go to another place, that's fine too. Just let us know. Barrett and I can make sure that we customize your specific trip to not match what the group is doing. Because right now this is what the group is doing. Okay. I do want to point out the deposit, $99 per person. That is due by December the 31st. I want to point out in red, it does say garden view room. So this package that says 4402 is for the garden view room. The only difference from those two packages is that this bottom one here is 49.99, which is now the overwater bungalow room, or not room, but overwater bungalow. Okay, so you do have that option in Moria for the days that we're there. You have the option to be in the overwater bungalow, or you can be in the garden view room, and that's the price difference that you see there. But other than that, the packages are exactly the same outside of the lodging of the garden view on Maria and overwater bungalow on Maria. Okay. The 29th, like I said, that's a day at leisure, but there will be a celebration dinner that evening. And I do have Los Angeles as far as our place that we want to leave from, but we do want to be open because I do feel like I have someone who wants to leave out of San Francisco. And I did see that as an option. I'm not sure if, they would still route through Los Angeles or not, but I do have someone that's coming from San
Yeah,
Francisco.
just we can talk about as soon as the flight schedule is out, we look at all the options.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, so I want to say that that was the end. My next slide was just going to say questions. And so we have 10 minutes. And so I want to make sure that I leave a little time for any questions or any additional, anything that I may have left out, Vered, or if there's any questions on the other end from anyone.
I just wanted to mention that in every hotel, of course, there's the concierge. So if if people don't sure before they go on a trip, if they want to do anything extra, not to worry about it because you will have a lot of options when you're there to pick if you want to do different tours, if you want to do some food tasting or some different things that you didn't think about. That's a good opportunity to do it. Other than that, snorkeling, all the gears, the hotels have it, so they will provide everything you should do. And honestly, I'm not a person who likes to do snorkeling, but I did snorkeling in Tahiti, and it was the best I've ever seen because it's so different, it's so rare. And so yeah, so you'll have the equipment and a lot of things that the hotel will provide locally. Yeah, I think
I wanted to ask, I don't know if you would know this specifically, but I do want to ask for myself specifically. Um, do they have, as far as dietary restrictions, vegan
yeah,
options,
absolutely,
plant-based options?
absolutely
Okay.
everything.
All
But
right.
what I love to do is as soon as somebody sign in, let me know. I need to
Okay.
know under the name, the name restriction. The supply will know about it and put a note under this person. So if we have for the special dinner or for a lunch, if we do have on one of the trips, it's good to know. So
Okay.
always inform me on that specific restrictions that needed to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give one more minute if there's any questions, and then I do want to plan to do another one in April of next year, which is actually, I feel like a month before the final, the first payment's going to be due for anyone that is going to come on.
Yeah, and maybe
Because
some
the
flights
goal
to come.
is the goal is the $99 deposit is to hold their spot, and then I'm not going to require any payments until May the 1st of next year. That gives people time to, think about it, talk about it, still come on, or, decide what they're going to do. And then, by May 1st, we'll start making payments. So I do want to try to schedule maybe another presentation, maybe around April of next year, but we'll talk about that at some
Sure.
point.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Anytime. Just let me know.
okay, all right.
Space is limited. There we couldn't hold more than what we're holding because some hotels want more deposit. So sign in as soon as you sign in, you put your deposit. We can send deposit to supply and add more rooms as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Good.
yeah,
That's good. Thank
yeah.
you. That's good to know. So I'll make sure I let individuals know that as well. With this recording, obviously, when I share it, that will kind of give a little bit more clarity as well.
Yes, yes. And then of
Mhm.
course a more question will come up through people that want to sign, and you just address it to me, and I will give you all the information needed. Absolutely, you got me. Of
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
course.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if there are no more questions, if there's no one with questions, I guess we can go ahead and end here. I do really, really, really appreciate your time here on a Sunday.
Absolutely. Okay, my friends are here with the kids, so
Okay, well,
bye
see, I didn't
guys.
keep you
I'm gonna
too
do what I
long.
love.
I appreciate you. We will talk soon, and I'll keep you up to date as soon as I hear back from some individuals.
Yes, perfect.
All
All
right,
right.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Bye.
Have a good week.
Yes, you too.
All right, bye-bye.